Here I go again. Talk about WWE. Um, Money. I thought the way they bust their ass every night, put their lives on the line for the fans, are supposed to be passionate about the business. I mean, Eddie Guerrero talked about how, God rest his soul, he talked about every time he came, whenever he came out, all his problems went away. He didn't think about the world anymore. He just focused on entertaining people and doing what he loved. You know, it was never about, oh, I want a bigger paycheck next year. You know, I want more money. That's all I want. Not all of them are like this, thank God. But a good number of wrestlers today, they 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 are so concerned about how much money they're making as opposed to entertaining the masses and doing what they're supposed to be passionate about, which they're not passionate about. Because why would you be upset that, I mean, it's a letdown, but I wouldn't be like fucking uproar about it. It's like the NXT superstars, for example, was promised a pay raise once they got on television, which they've been in for like 3 weeks now. And they didn't get that, so that now they're upset, and the whole locker room is shaky as a result. Some people say it's gonna be an uprising coming, as a result of this fucking pay raise that they didn't get, I mean, yeah, I'll be like I said, I'll be let down about it, but I wouldn't be fucking like upset about it. Like, okay, well, at least I'm still getting paid, I'm still able to do what I'm doing. I'll be upset if NXT was shut down or the TV deal didn't happen, because that's more exposure if you get a TV deal. Because now everybody's subscribed to the WWE network. Now everybody has it. Now everybody wants it anyway. So that's more eyes on them when they get on television. So if the TV deal didn't fall through, I'd be upset about that. I'm like, damn. But not no fucking pay raise. It's ridiculous. I thought that that shows you right there. It's like they care. All the motherfuckers that's upset about this, they care about money more than fucking entertaining. They care about money more than wrestling. And that's fucking sad. That's really sad. And let them talk about, I'm always broke and all that shit, I gotta pay the taxes are taken out, merchandise sales, I don't make that much merchandise. They got all these excuses reasons why they don't have a lot of money, So my question to them is this: do you have money management skills? Do you know how to manage your money? Are you putting your needs ahead of your wants like you should? Which would be a wise thing to do. You can start there. Put your needs ahead of your wants. Stop spending your shit lavishly. I know you're young. You're making more money than you ever made in your fucking life. And you just out there, look, oh, I want a Ferrari. I want a yacht. Oh, that nice house. All that shit. It's like, slow down. Slow down. Save your shit. Manage your money. And figure out a method that you can use and stick with it to help you save money. I got a method that I use, and allow me to share it. I have something called a wait period. Okay? Throughout that wait period, I don't spend a dime on anything that I want. Okay? I only spend money on things that I need, like food, clothing, household needs, you name it. Things that I need to sustain myself. I don't get no fucking video games, CDs, music, none of that shit. Anything that I just want, and all that shit. Throughout the waiting period, I don't do that. So, and then after the waiting period is over, after when I get to the waiting period, I buy something. I let at least 4 days pass when I don't buy anything which I think is kind of short, but I just keep it at 4 days. 4 days pass when I don't buy anything that I want, and I stick with that. My deepest regret regarding that was that I wish it'd be nice if I was doing this method sooner, because I ended up stumbling upon about $200 on the sidewalk. And I spent that money. I just wasted it. Most of it. I bought stupid shit with it. And I don't want to share it on here. And I think about that, and it just stabs me in the heart, because I should have spent that money much wisely. So, but I didn't. I was so happy. I found almost $300. I feel like I won the fucking lottery. Tell my mom, she was like, can I get some of that? Should have gave her some. But she wasn't begging. She understands it's mine. So if I want to give her some, give her some. I should have. I should have done that, and saved it, That's what a lot of people don't do today. They don't know how to, they don't have any savings or money management skills. That's why a lot of people are broke. Because before I started my money management method, I used to be broke within 2 fucking weeks. Get my check, boom. 2 weeks, broke. I'm like, then you go into depression. See, these young guys today, man, they just shows you, like I say, anybody that's upset at NXT about this pay raise not going through they're not passionate about wrestling. I'm just calling it out. Fuck them. They just there for a fucking paycheck, Because if you are passionate about the business, you're not going to be upset about no fucking pay raise. Because you're going to make money anyway. There's no way you're not going to get paid for what they're going to pay you. Because money management skills go a long way. And if they had that, I don't think they'd be too upset about no fucking pay raise. It's ridiculous. And second of all, WWE shouldn't even told them about a pay raise is going to happen once they get on television. They shouldn't have told them that in the first place. Should have been a surprise, because in case something like this happens, when it doesn't go through, they don't know about it. So, well, no reason to be upset. Because when I heard that yesterday, I was like, and all this time, all these critics, podcasters have been talking about, they always question about what is the real reason behind them being, what is the real reason for them being in WWE? Is it money or is it passion? They've been asking that sometimes throughout the years. So we got our answer, We got our answer. And I hope it ain't a lot of them upset about it, because I'm like, damn. Yeah, I was really in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Jesus Christ. And speaking of, I'm going to talk about this. I might as well, we are talking about wages, right? So, Ryback left. Ryback had an issue about he wanted more money and shit. This fucking bitch. I don't even want to really go there about it. I put it this way, I don't like Ryback. I don't like Ryan Reeves. Put it that way. He had an issue that he wanted to make much money as John Cena, but he's not as prominent as John Cena. So you're not going to make as much money as him. No, you're not bringing in merchandise. You're not bringing in money, man. You make according to how much you bring in. That's how sports go. Wrestling included, which is considered a sport. Since he didn't understand that, he lost his job and ended up fucking having a podcast show that's a fucking fail anyway. So all of a fucking pay raise, you know. Then you got some women wrestlers. I'm glad I don't hear this too much being spoken around like oh, the male wrestlers get more than the women wrestlers and all that shit. I'm like, let me explain something to you right quick about it. In case you don't understand why male wrestlers get more than women wrestlers, because male wrestlers are more of a draw than women's wrestlers. Yes, women have come a long way since the early days, especially since the 90s. You know, they are more of a draw now than they were back in 1999, 98. There's a lot of women wrestlers that can perform like a motherfucker. I like a lot of... First one that comes to mind is Tessa Blanchard. You know, she's phenomenal. I love Tessa Blanchard. She's only one female wrestler I actually like. Another one is Jordynne Grace. I like her. Fantastic performers. However, still, even though you come a long way, ladies, still, men are the main draw. They bring in the merchandise. A lot of people buy their merchandise. The average audience are male. Most men watch wrestling as opposed to females do. Even though there's a lot of female fans, there are still a lot more male fans. That's another reason why they don't get as much as the male wrestlers. Because you ain't gonna be a male, like for example, I'm not gonna go to a wrestling show and buy Alexa Bliss t-shirt, a Jordynne Grace t-shirt. You know what I'm saying, for myself. I'm not gonna do it because I'm a man. I'm gonna buy fucking male wrestlers merchandise. You know, and that's how it is. And they getting my money because there's more males than females. That's just how it is. You have to understand why there is a pay wage gap within that, you know. Because Ronda Rousey said it plainly some years back. She says, because this one feminist asked her, she says, do you feel that how does it feel not to make as much money as Floyd Mayweather and shit? You know what I'm saying? Ronda Rousey was like, obviously he brings in more money than I do. She just got started. She was new in the game. You know, it's like, it's like he brings in more. He's got more knockouts than I got. You know what I'm saying? It's like she understands why she's making less than him. You know, it's crazy. That's back when she was a UFC fighter. Because she understands why there's a gap. You know what I'm saying? Why she ain't making much of the guys. Even though now that she'll be back soon, rather. That when she came to WWE last year, she was the highest paid female performer in the locker room, which I assume a lot of the professional female wrestlers was upset about that. I know they were. You know. I mean, her name alone got all that money. You know, she was the highest paid, so I think she still is. Because when she comes back, she's going to be again. So, you know, even though she has no wrestling background, you know, I'm pretty sure that ruffled some feathers back there with the females in the locker room. And I can understand why they would be upset about that, but got to move on. Yeah, because she pretty much said at that point Floyd Mayweather was boxing many years before her. You know, he's been in the game longer than her, so he's gonna make more and make sense. So yeah, it's not no discrimination against women wrestlers. You know, that's just the way it is. You make as much money as you bring in, besides your paycheck. But you have to bring in good money. Your paycheck is gonna rise. That's how it goes. That's why John Cena's making X amount of money over, let's say, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston been in the game for years, but he's not as prominent as John Cena. Has nothing to do with his skin color. He's just not as prominent. I'm pretty sure all the black wrestlers ain't making the exact same amount of money. You can't tell me they are. So they're gonna put, the white guy's making more than us, and he's up there. What about your black peers? Y'all ain't making the same amount of money. Even the white wrestlers, they ain't making the same amount of money either. It's all about prominence. That's what it's about. That determines your paycheck. I mean, you have a starting check when you come in, and once you become the face of the company, of course you're gonna get a lot more. Like Seth Rollins' ass, pretty sure he's making more than, let's say, Justin Gable. Shit. And I don't want to start talking about Brock Lesnar's ass, because he's pimping Vince McMahon. He's definitely pimping him. Because this man just shows up, destroys people, or shows up for a fucking promo and leaves. He don't wrestle at all on SmackDown or Raw. He just wrestles on pay-per-view exclusively, and yet he making all this fucking bank. It's ridiculous. He ain't really doing nothing. But hey, Brock Lesnar's pimping. Pimping Vince McMahon ass. He's so stupid to give it to him. Here you go. You don't have to perform. Here you go. And all that shit. So that's my take on this fucking NXT wrestlers upset about no pay raise. Like get a life. I mean, get over it. You know, Jesus Christ, man. Make me sick. You're gonna get paid. Relax. Jesus. Anyways, this is Wild Chromosome signing out. Peace and love.